Good morning, children. Hope you all are good and safe. So today I will explain you what are the factors of photosynthesis and what is the significance of photosynthesis. Okay. So as I explained you earlier in my earlier video that there are four factors which is very important for photosynthesis process is light energy, chlorophyll pigment, water and carbon dioxide. Now, as you can see here, first one is chlorophyll, which is a green pigment and which absorbs light energy coming from the sun. Next is the light. Light is sunlight. Okay, this sunlight converted into chemical energy in the form of glucose. Now next one is carbon dioxide. Third one is carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide enters through the stomata inside the leaf and it is present in the atmosphere. Now water is very important. In my last video second part I have explained you that photolysis of water takes place with the help of sunlight. Okay, so water is split into hydrogen gas, hydrogen ion, hydroxyl ion, or you can say hydrogen, oxygen and ATP also. Now, so there are main four factors. Okay, in your book chlorophyll is given and one chlorophyll is also given. So first one is your chlorophyll according to your book. So chlorophyll is a pigment. Okay, and you know children why this chlorophyll is important, because plants who's having that chlorophyll pigment or which is the green plant, okay, they can only do the photosynthesis. Non-green plants do not perform this photosynthesis process. Now second one is light. As we know, light comes from the sunlight. Okay, so its duration, its intensity, its quality all affects during the photosynthesis. How? As it is written in the first point, you can see if there is more light, photosynthesis happen faster. So the intensity, like for example on a rainy day, rate of photosynthesis will become slower. Okay, or in the bright sunny light it will be denatured. Okay, all the enzyme will denatured, so it should be moderate light. Okay, so it or you can understand that one example is given in your book. According to that, less light slows down the rate of photosynthesis, as I explained you here also, and too much bright light destroy the chlorophyll pigment and it affect the photosynthesis. Next one is water. Amount of water is also very important, because if enough water will be not there, then also photolysis will not take place. So, and you know the opening and closing of stomata also, this water plays a very important role. If otherwise what will happen, if scarcity of water will be there, then stomata will not become turgid, it will not slow down and it will not open up. Okay, so that it will not allow CO2 gas to enter inside the leaf. So water also plays a very important role. Next one is temperature. So for photosynthesis, optimum temperature will be 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. If it will be slow, then also it will not work properly and it will be exceed like 40 degrees, 50 degrees, then also all the proteins will destroy or it will denatured at very high temperature. So optimum temperature will be in between 20 degree to 30 degrees Celsius. Now carbon dioxide rate is also very important, because carbon dioxide and water both are the raw materials for photosynthetic reaction. So the rate of photosynthesis increases only with an increase in carbon dioxide concentration up to 0.1%. Okay, if this concentration will increase then or decrease, then what will happen? Rate of photosynthesis will decrease. So always remember these four factors are very important, and plant needs optimum temperature, optimum intensity of these characters, then only it will perform photosynthesis, otherwise it will not perform photosynthesis. So what is the importance of photosynthesis? So you know children, the photosynthesis process is very essential to our life. Okay, Why? Because oxygen would not be produced, and there would be too much carbon dioxide will be there if this process will stop. And if photosynthesis will not take place, then automatically or ultimately plants will die. So if plant will not exist, then it imbalance our food chain also. So in class 5 or 6 I have explained you food chain. So it will imbalance the food chain. So basically it will imbalance our ecosystem. So photosynthesis is very important process. So photosynthesis, as byproduct is oxygen, which is very important for respiration. So second point, you can see oxygen released during the process of photosynthesis is needed by all. It is a survival gas for us. So it is required for respiration of microbes also, those who are aerobic and aerobes, and oxygen also support combustion. Okay, burning of anything supports burning. If oxygen will be not there, we will not able to burn anything. First one is food. So plants, obviously, as I told you earlier, that carbon dioxide and water are the raw material. Based on that, or by using them only, they are easily able to make their food in the form of glucose. So they can easily sustain their life, or they can easily continue their life, or their growth and reproduction and all. So third point is fuels. As you know, these plants, when they die, okay, over 100 million or millions of years ago, they will turn into fossil fuel. So they from the wood and all, we will get the coal also, oil also, other natural gases also. So this will all depends on plants. Okay, so photosynthesis is very important for the survival of plant life. Now next slide is based on this paragraph is already given in your book. Okay, so fate of glucose. So now glucose is the product, as we know. So this glucose, what is the use of this glucose? So you know children, glucose is a food for the plant, and by this oxidation of food, it helps in the releasing of gas. So this is very important during respiration. This glucose is very important. Next point is starch from glucose. As you know that plants utilize the glucose, and extra glucose they convert it into in the form of starch and stored in the different body part of the plant, like stem also, other branches also, different roots also, different. Okay, so these glucose turn into starch and act as a storehouse, okay, or storehouse organ. Now protein and fats are also present in or amino acids are synthesized from glucose, okay, and other nitrogen compounds, and they all are absorbed by roots. So fats are, remember, fats are also synthesized from glucose. So glucose synthesize protein also, fats also, and starch also. Okay, now translocation is a process through which this glucose transfer from one part to the another part of a plant through phloem. Phloem is the vascular tissue or vascular bundle, okay, through which only, or you can say a pipeline kind of structure, which transport food, which is glucose, into the different part of the plant, or this transfer of process is called translocation. So how this glucose transferred into the water? As you all know that glucose is a sugar, and sugar has tendency that it can easily dissolve, sugar can easily dissolve into the water. So in the dissolved form, this glucose transferred from different parts of the plant. This process through the phloem vascular bundle, this process is called translocation. Okay, so children, now today I have explained you factors affecting some four main important factors that affect the photosynthesis. Their optimum value should be there, otherwise this photosynthesis process will not take place. Then I have explained you what is the importance of photosynthesis, and then what is this fate of glucose, how this is glucose is stored in the different parts, how it transfer, and what other nutrients synthesized from the glucose. So please have a look, read the chapter and start solving the your exercises also. And one more thing I also want to say, that there are so many diagrams like photosynthesis diagram, opening and closing of diagram. So wherever in the question also, wherever you question answers I will provide you children, okay, but these diagrams which is given in the 4.3 figure number, 4.2 figure number, please draw in your copy, okay, by yourself only. Now thank you and have a nice day. God bless you all.